Okay, Midnight from the People to See, back again with another review of the movie Death by Temptation. I don't see that many people talking about this movie, but it's actually a really good, film that was released by Troma. Yeah, I talk about Troma, but this is actually a pretty nice gem here. This is a version that actually hasn't been cut. Like, they have released a newer version, but apparently some people have been saying this, it cut out, some scenes and stuff. I actually picked this up at a thrift store, in like Dunedin. Anyway. Movie stars Kadeem Hardison, Samuel L. Jackson, James Bond III, who wrote and directed it. Like, did he write it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not seeing that, but oh yeah, written, directed, and produced by James Bond III, and it features other musicians like Freddie Jackson, and the soundtracks done by him and other musicians. Anyway, it was about this succubus type character who lures in men and shit, and it's funny as hell. Like, it's not just funny, like it's still pretty creepy and eerie and shit. Almost like how Vampire in Brooklyn was. Ironically, it kind of says everything a Vampire in Brooklyn should have been on here. But yeah, like, there's scenes that are like really hilarious. Like, it's hilarious as fuck. But there's some that are like really fucking weird. Like, you see this like bitch turn into like a demon and shit. And what I mean by this bitch ain't no normal type of succubus, I mean, she has a fucking gay dude at one point and just fucks him to shit in one scene. I was just laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass when she got the first guy in the damn movie, because he's running through the house looking funny as hell. Something I don't like about this is that the guy James Bond III, because he stars in it. His voice is actually kind of irritating. Like, almost like Casey Affleck. Like, you know how Casey Affleck has that fucking irritating ass voice, and you don't know why it sounds like that. Like in the movie The Killer Inside, like, you can't really finish watching the movie because of how irritating the voice is to you. Like, that's how it kind of is. Like James Bond III. I think I heard his name before, but I've never really seen him in anything besides this. But yeah, I would actually recommend this. Some people do watch this. It's actually really cool. Kind of a underrated thing by Troma, because I've never really heard many people talk about it. It's actually pretty cool. It's got some pretty like special effects and shit. There's the climax, like the ending scene, that was really cool. Matter of fact, I think that was actually directed by Lloyd Kaufman. Actually, I think he directed that last scene. Oh, the scene near the end where, like, they're in the room, there's like a lot of wind going around. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely recommend this, Death by Temptation.